Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, 4D. Good evening, Viv.
Good evening, 4D. Good evening, Bronze.
It is Tuesday, the 23rd of December, 2025. Storm the Teacup episode 46. Yeah, a couple of days early this week because bloody selfish, inconsiderate Christmas is imposing upon our regular schedule. How dare it?
Yeah.
No, it's outrageous.
I know. What a
And
gaunt.
actually, I was going to say to you guys, what do you want to talk about? Because actually, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I haven't, not that I do a load of research, could be heard that I don't do much research, but I usually look into a few things. I haven't really looked into anything, haven't done anything, and I've thought, oh, what will we have a chat about tonight? But yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could. Well, one thing that I've noticed that we always pretty much end up talking about is food at some point or another. I don't know. It's you think our lives depended on it or something, but so we. I'm not saying we should talk about food because I just thought I'd point that out. But I don't know if we're going to do what's happening around the new year. But at some point, maybe we can, speculate or look forward to next year in some way or another.
That would be good. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do that this week or maybe save it to next. If we're going to do one whenever the next one will be. I think the next Thursday will be New Year's Day. I don't know what everyone's doing, but we'll have to kind of play that by ear. But it'll be on or around that time, I would imagine.
I'm going out on New Year's Day. I think not the New Year's Eve though. I think it's the worst day to go out in the year. To be honest,
it's
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
I always go to bed early New Year's Eve.
Do you? You miss the. Yeah.
I'm really not into New Year's Eve.
No, I'm so not into it.
But I mean, we can play that by ear. It doesn't have to be New Year's Day. We can do it New Year's Eve, or we can do it on the 2nd, or whenever it suits all of us.
Yeah, so, of course. I'm working on the 2nd, of course. But that'll be all right. That'll be all right.
Yeah.
But the thing about New Year's Eve is that people who don't go out think they're duty bound. This kind of what would you call it? This forced thing, this forced joviality. Happy New Year, mate. And they'd be the same bunch that would be beating you up outside the pub if you looked at them in the wrong way. And they might even do that on New Year's Eve. And there's puddles of vomit on the streets. People who don't drink think they should be drinking, and they drink loads, and bad things happen to them.
Well, when I was younger, years back, I used to work in a nightclub, and New Year's Eve was always a mental night. And it really was kind of, I've never really been, I've gone out on New Year's Eve when I was younger and never really enjoyed it. Everything is really expensive. Usually everywhere is packed. You might have to queue to get in. The weather's usually really cold. So you're standing freezing your ass off waiting to get in. And then of course there's a whole thing about getting home afterwards. If you go somewhere which isn't within walking distance, trying to get home is also a nightmare. So it's just like, forget it. If I had a couple of mates locally, I might just go down the pub. That would be fine. I can walk home, not a problem. But generally, it's just like you say, it's a forced celebration. It's like you must celebrate this. And I'm just not really into that.
I think I'll just invite my neighbour around like we did last year. We ate curry.
Yeah, worse things to do.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I've cooked a chestnut soup tonight, talking about food. It's very Christmassy. I've never cooked it before. Easy peasy to make.
All right, chestnut. What type of chestnut
soup? That sounds, dare I say, revolting.
No, it's bloody lovely.
Is it?
Right. Yeah, because chestnuts, you've got a sweet but savoury flavour. I just cook them up with onions, celery, garlic, and carrot, some fresh thyme, and then I blitzed it all. And you can eat it. You can put ham in it as well. You can use ham stock, whatever. Bit of ham, bit of bacon on the top. It's really all right, but it's sweet. It's got a sweetness.
Well, I never.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. I was a bit dubious, but it's turned out good. And I've got. Sorry, carry on.
No. Go on, mate. Go on. Yeah.
I was going to say I've got cheese. I've got a cheese board for Christmas Day. So there we go.
Oh yeah,
that's my thing for Christmas. I like to get a big cheese board with loads of cheeses. That's my. That's definitely my weakness with food is cheese. I absolutely love it. The smellier, the more revolting. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that too. Yeah, so it's all looking good. Got
and some strong salamis. I love some cheese and some strong German salamis.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, fantastic. And got a bit of piccalilli and some gherkins. That'll be right. Yeah.
I was talking to my good friend Jill tonight, and in fact, she wanted me to say to you guys that I'm lying when I say I'm not a Christmassy person, because she'd come around here today and she'd seen all the presents everywhere. So there you go, Jill. I've confessed that I'm actually a secret Christmas lover. But she was saying that she likes to do with her family is on Christmas Eve, and I thought that's a really cool idea. On Christmas Eve, they have a Christmas buffet where they just sort of, she gets together with her sister and their children and stuff, and they'll just sort of have all finger food and buffet food sort of thing for the evening to get the kids, so the kids can have all the food, and then they're worried, they're getting excited about Santa coming and stuff, and but the mums and dads don't really have to cook or do anything because it's all just sort of buffet food, that sort of thing. And I thought I kind of do that anyway on a Christmas Eve or a New Year's Eve. I buy junk food. I buy some some vol au vents, some sausage rolls, some the crap. It's not crap food, but that sort of easy food.
Yeah, exactly. I'm totally with you on that.
Well, I went. What was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I went to Sainsbury's and I needed one or two things. Right, I thought, I've got to get those. And I went in there and ended up spending 50 quid, right? As you do. And I came out and I got home and I looked at everything I bought and I just thought, this is all crap. Why did I buy this? And I thought, it's just what you do at Christmas, isn't it? You just, it's Christmas. I love some of that. I love some of that. A little bit of that.
I know.
And but it's all right. It's all right. It's all kind of comfort food, just easy snacky foods.
Yeah.
My local supermarket, I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to advertise for them, but they're doing vegetables for 5 pence a packet at the moment. I got all my veggies, and I thought to myself, my Christmas dinner is going to cost me sort of 20 odd pence. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a German supermarket, and they're just doing a special on all vegetables, 5 pence a packet. And I just thought, how can they? You can't make a profit. So what's the catch in this 5 pence a packet?
In retail trade, it's called a loss leader. So they lose money on it. You know the score, and they do this with milk. So they put it out really cheap, and they expect you to buy other stuff on the back of that. Just wander around and say, "Oh, I like that," and "Oh."
Yeah, I suppose it does work. Yeah, I suppose it does.
Yeah, it's a loss leader, as they say in the trade.
Yeah. And you're getting a meal cooked for you this year, Bronze, aren't you? You're away.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, I will get what I'm given, but it's usually good.
No, it's better. Someone else cooking for you. That's even better.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. It just costs me the time and the traveling expenses to go where I'm going. But no, that's fine. It's all it's all good. So I get a nice big meal, all cooked and everything. So I'm not complaining at all.
Splendid. Yeah.
But your old Christmas dinners, I think I probably said before, it's quite an effort, I mean, I used to cook for the family, and it's it takes bloody hours to get it all together.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, if you're putting on a proper meal, then yeah, it is. It's a major operation. I mean, if you go beyond just your turkey and your vegetables and something for dessert, it's you got all the other bits and pieces. Quite often, It's not just turkey. There'll be other roast meats and a whole load of different vegetables and dishes and extra little bits and pieces. It's just, yeah, boy.
I've always thought cooking is great for your planning part of your brain, because you do need a lot of planning to get it all on the table at the same time. Hot.
Totally.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, you got to know. It's a bit of trial and error if you're not used to it. I mean, I've never cooked a Christmas dinner in my life, to be perfectly honest with you.
Have you not? Oh, right.
I haven't. No, I haven't. But I do like cooking. I do enjoy cooking. But it would probably my first attempt probably wouldn't be that successful, because quite often with cooking stuff, it's like I say, if you've never done it before, it's uncharted territory. And it takes quite maybe a few efforts to get it right.
For sure. Yeah.
But when you do get it right, it's fantastic. But it's you need your guinea pigs for the first few attempts.
They did a good Christmas dinner at the the Crown, the one you missed. Yeah, it was good. It's fine.
Yeah.
But what you got is a turkey. Now I'm just thinking about turkey. It's a really difficult thing to cook. I've been a professional chef, and even so, it's still tricky because you've got two types of meat. One cooks faster than the other. So you can end up with a dry breast of turkey, which nobody wants. Nobody likes that,
Funnily enough, I'm trying something new this year. If I am a good cook, my speciality is roasts. I think that's what I love, the chaos of a roast. I love that I'm in charge, and it's up to me to get it all. It's kind of, I suppose it is a bit of a control thing, but I do like doing roasts. But this year, I'm going to do this. I've never done it before, where you put your meat up on I guess it's a griddle, and sort of put water in the tray with some herbs and spices and some bits and pieces, and you kind of sort of steam the meat as well as cooking it. Again, it's a new one for me. I don't know. I'm going to be playing it by ear this year.
Yeah, that's they call that Italian style, with water or wine or liquid, some kind of liquid in the on a trivet thing or whatever. It does work. It does work. Yeah.
I'm nowhere. I've sampled your cooking, and you definitely know what you're doing with food. Mine's just been from trial and error. But my trick is just butter and onions under the skin of a turkey. That seems to. I don't think I've had that bad a dry turkey, but butter and onions is my trick.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, stuff a load of butter under the skin if you can do that as well. Open up the skin. Just put your hand in, it. Yeah, butter.
Yeah. Once you get under the skin, it kind of folds off very easily, and you kind of just smear the butter underneath that.
That's it. Yeah, that's one of the best ways of doing the old turkey. I mean, I've done turkey so many ways because the kids moaning. It's dry. But
what's your favourite way to do it then?
Turkey. I went so far as one year as to, I was thinking to myself that you got dark meat and light meat, and the light meat cooks quicker and it dries out. So I'm going to remove the legs from the turkey, and I'm going to debone them and get me. Sound like Delia Smith. And so I boned the whole thing, and then I stuffed it with breadcrumbs, parsley, and some other herbs and stuff, and some sausage meat. Rolled it up like a sausage, tied it up with string, and it did work. But what an effort, man. What an effort,
Oh, when you said dark meat and light meat, I thought you meant when you were cooking it with other meat. But of course, so you mean that the legs are different to the breast?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. Yeah. So that's why turkey crowns are popular, because you've only got one. You've got the lighter meat, the chickeny type meat. But the darker meat cooks quicker. So, it's not easy. I don't know. We used to eat goose. Goose is all over Dickens and the older writers. Christmas was goose, really. Christmas Carol, they deliver a goose to, Bob Cratchit's family. Yeah, so I have cooked goose. It's bloody expensive, and the fat that comes off it is almost unbelievable. So,
is it like duck? Is it?
It's like duck. Yeah, it's worse than duck for the fat. You do use the fat. I mean, it makes great roast potatoes. So roasties for your roasties, roasted in duck in goose fat, they are bloody nice. You can even buy goose fat now in jars in the supermarket.
Yeah, I've usually got some actually, and just funny enough, I haven't got any this year. You even reminded me, but yeah.
It makes great roast potatoes. So your spuds are pucker really. But the goose, it's expensive. It's fatty. It tastes good, but is it worth it? I don't know. We had partridge a couple of years. Kids like that. But I don't know. You just got to make a bit of an effort, even if you're on your own. So I got my cheeses and a bit of ham.
When I was in the military, I had a couple of the really, really posh meals. And what's the three stuffed birds? Is it a
Bloody
partridge stuffed in a something? Stuffed in a? Do you know what are the general?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a real effort. I think partridge is the small one, and they bone it. It's a proper chef thing to do. Never done this, but you put the partridge and then a larger, I think maybe a goose, and then you put them inside a stuffed turkey and the whole thing. You got 3 meat, and it is a very good idea, actually. A very good idea.
But short of that, I can't really remember the taste of goose. I know I've had goose before, but I couldn't tell you what it tastes like. I can't remember what it tastes like. And I know I've had partridge, but I couldn't tell you what that tasted like either. In fact, have either of you, I remember in the New Forest having pigeon pie. Have either of you had pigeon?
Yeah, no. I have, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, pigeon's all right. You got to undercook it, though. You've got to be very careful. I went to a Suffolk pub, a country pub, and they had all this stuff on it, and they'd overcook the pigeon, and it gets really dry. So you've got to be careful with that. But yeah, I've had pigeon, of course, wood pigeon, lovely.
That's one that you wouldn't find on a plate these days, or you wouldn't find in a restaurant.
Well, you do in pubs. You do in the country pubs.
Do you?
Right. Yeah, you still get wood pigeon. I mean, some country pubs used to do squirrel as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Squirrel got quite popular and trendy about 15 years ago, maybe longer. Yeah.
I knew of a guy, it was a friend of a friend around here, that he had a slingshot and he survived on squirrels. That he said they were the easiest one to kill with the slingshot, and he was pretty much homeless. And he survived on bloody squirrel all the time.
Yeah, I'm not eating squirrel, but
no,
I've heard it's really all right. It's very popular in the South of America, of United States, I believe. So-called redneck, which is a bit of an insulting term, but those kind of areas, they eat squirrel. Yeah. I think they eat red squirrel, though. I'm not sure, but we have the greys, don't we? But yeah, you can eat them. So there we go.
So you're the least cookie type one out of us, then, are you, Bronze?
No, I love cooking.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Sorry. Right.
Yeah, I'm actually, if I put my mind to it, I'm pretty decent cook, but I just don't really. If you got someone to cook for rather than just yourself,
that's the problem. As I said, we're 3 eligible guys here, ladies, because we're all cooks. But yeah, I don't get inspired to cook for myself. It is genuinely when one of my friends comes over, and then I feel I can show off my skills a little bit and cook. And if someone's there to appreciate your cooking, it's much better than you just appreciating your own cooking. I've never appreciated my own cooking.
I mean, no, never. This is a very strange thing. Yeah.
I mean, as you pointed out, Viv, a lot of cooking involves a lot of kind of preparation and work, and I just think I'm on my own. It's kind of it's almost like a waste of time just to do that just for myself, to get into all of that stuff and try this and try that and do this. So I'd just rather just cook something simple and quick, and be done with it. But yeah,
you're big into pasta, aren't you, as well?
Well, I eat pasta a lot, yeah, because it's quick and simple and it's versatile as well. You can do a lot with pasta, and
Yeah.
I do prefer it. I mean, I like rice, but and obviously, kind of, there's not many foods I don't like, but pasta is just quick and convenient.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and
I can't do rice for love nor money. I tend to stay away from rice just because I've never been very good at making a decent rice.
yeah, it just takes a bit of a bit of getting used to how to do it, and and just a bit of attention. That's all it requires,
Yeah, I don't even give it attention. I've just got a foolproof recipe I use every time,
Well,
and
there you
that
go.
consists of melting Indian butter, ghee, clarified butter, and then exact quantities: 250 grams of basmati rice. You should stir it in the ghee, which is getting hot in the pan, and then you pour on 450 gram, grams of boiling water. You put the lid on, you time it exactly 7 minutes. You take it off, you leave it for 10 minutes, put with a lid on. Bingo. Bosh.
Oh, right,
Done.
right.
Done.
Yeah, it's a voice of experience there.
No, yeah, that's it. That's you're the professional chef of us. So yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so, but it's a mad job being a chef. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It drives you mad. The heat, the pressure,
Yeah.
and the waitresses as well. Well,
I mean,
hey,
if you like cooking, I would imagine becoming a chef is probably the quickest way to get rid of your enthusiasm for cooking.
totally. Look at what chefs like, what they actually genuinely like. It's things like bacon sandwiches with brown sauce, and
Yeah.
you do be doing all that fancy stuff all day. You don't want to do that. Although not that I'm not a fan of fancy food. This is why in Britain, we don't like that stuff. We don't like nouvelle cuisine with little blobs of sauce everywhere and small portions.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
I took my mates out to Dave and Mary Claire, and we went out to a pub on Saturday, this last Saturday, and it was a lovely meal. But pub food around here is great. It's really great. But then it's really weird. It's one of the first times we've all complained that there was too much food.
Oh,
and
really?
it says you're getting a bit old.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that I find that quite annoying. This whole trend of food sort of masquerading as art.
yeah,
It's like, yeah, I mean, I get it, I understand it, but it's just too pretentious for me.
yeah,
And quite often you're paying exorbitant amounts for just this tiny little thing on your plate with some
yeah.
sauce drizzled around it. And it's just like, what is this? Give me a proper meal.
That's right. That's right. Luckily, Suffolk pubs, they all do roasts. They did. What did I? Oh, I had a sort of fishy platter thing. This was really good, but loads of food. Dave had a burger. Mary Claire went went for the vegetarian option, which is sort of a mushrooms and pastry thing. It's all good. It's nothing fancy, nothing poncy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went out with a group of friends a few months back now, to one of these what do they call them? I can't remember. There's a name. It was like a pub, but you go up and it's like a sort of a Sunday roast type thing, but you just pay your money, and then you go up and you kind of just help yourself with your plate, to everything you want.
Oh,
And
carvery.
Carvery, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And everything was great, and you just had your plate stacked up with as much or as little food as you want. It was all really good, really nice, reasonably priced, and it was good, really nice.
Yeah, when those carvers get it right, they're really good. They're seriously good. There's one here called the Froys. It's another pub, and that's all he does. He just does these roasts, and I must go there. People say it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Chef just brings it all out. There you go. Come back for more if you want.
Yeah.
My local carvery does a delivery service on a Sunday for a Sunday roast, and I thought, and I think I don't know what I'd been doing, but whatever, I couldn't be bothered to cook. and I'd said to my friend Sarah, "Oh, should we get one of the roasts from there? We'll see what it's like. It'll probably be crap." It was actually really, obviously it's been delivered, so it's not going to be perfect, and it is a bit soggy and stuff. But it was really, really good for a delivery. Even that I thought was quite good for a carvery.
Yep. If they get it right, I mean, if they get it wrong, it's a disaster. Overcooked vegetables and meat that's been under the halogen heating and all that now. And tasteless gravy, and
Yeah, I will
gravy
never.
is my thing. Yeah, if there's a tasteless gravy, that's ruined it.
Yeah,
I will never have my food delivered. If I want food, I'll go and get it myself. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
and bring it home. I don't with the explosion of all these food delivery companies and some of the horror stories you hear about them. I don't. Yeah, and it's another app on your phone which I don't need. So
and those Uber Eats boys, a number of them are legals, and I do not doubt that they're also running county lines, drugs, coke, and weed, and whatever. They're running that as well. Of course, they are.
Yeah, there was a big scandal about that a while back. It seems to have disappeared from the news, but how is a whole how there were so many illegals working for these companies, Deliveroo and Uber Eats and all of that.
Yeah,
and they quite often share accounts as well. It's all very, very underhand.
Yeah, of course it is. But there we go.
You see the state of some of them as well, like sort of whether they're on their bicycles or they're on their mopeds or whatever, and you just think, oh God, that person's delivering food to somebody.
Yeah, no.
I was never really big on deliveries, but certainly the last couple of years, I've said, with all the troubles that are going on, I'm sorry, but I just don't trust anything. I don't know what's going on out there at the moment. It all seems too on a knife edge for me to want to get food from anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can drive to pick it up, it's a lot different from walking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I even don't trust the stuff I get in the supermarkets. It's that sort of level of stuff. So I think to myself, and also, even if there's nothing nefarious, just some dirty guy that's got a weekend job that does the flipping of the burgers in a local burger. I don't want a burger from him. No offense to, I'm sure you're lovely, lovely people, but I just don't trust some of those people's hygiene levels.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bloke today in the Ipswich Star. He's got the lowest food rating ever because they go around and it's basically really because he's smoking in the ice cream van and he's having a fag and giving out the ice cream. I remember back in the day. Yeah, but back in the day, people used to do that. You'd have your chippy in down the chippy. The old boy would be smoking a fag. Yeah,
Well,
dishing out your chips.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, you're not allowed to smoke in work vehicles anymore. So
I know
he's breaking the law there for a start.
I know. Yeah.
Even back in the day, if the ice cream man had a cigarette in his chops, I wouldn't be happy with
that. No way.
We always used to be wary when the ice cream van came round if there were a couple of kids in the van with the guy, because you used to hear these stories. Kids.
Yes. Yeah,
they'd kind of like get some ice cream and eat it, and then decide they didn't want it, and then chuck it back into the into the ice cream machine.
Yeah,
sort of stuff. But,
yeah. No, I mean, back in the day, you'd go to cafes, and you'd get the usual cafe food, and the bloke would have a fag. He'd be smoking a fag, cooking up, and know.
Yeah.
I used to go. There was a famous greasy spoon on the A3 that a lot of squaddies used to go to for their greasy spoon, and that guy in there was always at, I think a cigarette lived on his lip, basically.
There's a great film there's a great scene in that film with Nail and I that they go to a cafe, and it's kind of authentic, but she's doshing out egg sandwiches or left, right, and centre, and then it's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, but in a way, I think food hygiene's got too much, in the sense that things like, oh, you mustn't eat this. It's beyond the sell-by date. Bollocks. You can eat all sorts of food that's gone out of date. I mean, I've eaten things that are a year, 2 years out of date.
I have a running joke with my neighbour of tinned food. She has some stuff that's maybe a year or two old. I think recently there was something 4 years old I had. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's meant to be fine. It's how you preserve the stuff, isn't it? I mean, I had a packet of that Greek cheese halloumi, and it was 2 years, and I thought, let's give it a go. It's bloody lovely. It matured. It was even more tasty. So
I do like a bit of halloumi.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Halloumi.
It's like squeaky cheese, that isn't it? It's like rubber. It's like eating rubber, and it squeaks when you eat it.
Yeah, it's got massively popular, isn't it? They make halloumi fries and all sorts.
It's great for grilling. It's really good for grilling. We used to do this when we used to go camping. We used to we get a fire going, and if you can get some pita bread, because like this vegetarian guys with us, he introduced it to us. Just get some pita bread, some halloumi, some hummus, and some sweet chili sauce, and you just barbecue the halloumi, cut it in slices, barbecue. It doesn't melt; it just kind of goes brown and crispy on the outside. It's really nice.
It's lovely.
Stick it in some pita bread with a bit of hummus and sweet chili sauce. Really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a weird sort of cheese because it doesn't melt. So you can fry it, grill it, you can do what you want, and you can deep fry it. So it's good stuff. It's very popular at the moment, I've noticed. We went down a Nando's. I don't know if you've eaten in Nando's, but I think it's probably the best of the fast food lot. I don't know.
That's a chicken one, isn't it?
That's the chicken one, and that's all right, really. But yeah, they're doing halloumi down there, and yeah, I think that it was all right. I used to take the kids. They'd say, "Well, let's go for a cheeky Nando's," and it's a cut above a lot of the fast food places. Even if it is fast food, I don't know. It arrives quickly, and they've got takeaway, so maybe it is fast food. Don't know. It's all right. It was all right. I was surprised. I've forgotten about that place. But usually I batch cook. Just cook up usually a dish of curry. Just last me a week.
Shall we change the subject from food?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you caught us in that for an hour there. God,
bloody hell,
mad.
So we have now passed the winter solstice, the 21st. So the days will start to get lighter and longer from the 25th at least. And
we're on the way up. We're on the way up.
Yeah, we probably won't notice it for about a month, but it will gradually start to happen. So that's nice.
Well, I notice it because I'm up at about 7, and sitting there with a cup of coffee in the kitchen and a roll up a fag, and have a little smoke, and it's dark, but I can see the light coming up, and it is dark. It is dark now. It's the darkest time, isn't it? And I don't mind it when it's on the decline down to the equinox, but it's just going up. It seems to take so bloody long. You think, come on. January, February. Oh, these are dark days.
Well, January is a pretty grim month because nothing happens in January. It's cold. The days are still short, and it really is a kind of sort of just a grey month. I tend to notice towards the end of February what I really like about. Sometimes it happens to the end of February, sometimes beginning of March, is when the daffodils come out. They're usually the first flowers to come out.
Yeah.
And you get a few places where they've planted loads of them by the side of the road, and it's such a really nice thing to see. You go up the road, and it's just this sea of yellow, and it really brightens up. It's the first sort of splash of colour after the winter.
Yeah,
that's always a really nice thing. I like daffodils for that reason.
I love them. I think snowdrops are a little earlier than daffs.
Yeah, they're not quite as noticeable, I don't think, are they?
No, they're not. Unless there's a snowdrop wood. But yeah, you're right. But it's a little brightening. It's a little brightening of the of the apocalypse of the leaves. So, okay, events, dear boy, events.
Yeah.
Anyone? They
Events.
rode back. Yeah, the events, political events. They've rode back on the inheritance tax business. They've gone back.
There's a
Yeah,
few,
I noticed. Yeah,
there's a few things like that. Yes, they're kind of. They've also announced, the police have announced they're going to scrap the whole non-crime hate incident rubbish as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although they've kind of said that we're going to replace it with something else, which doesn't really kind of fill me with much hope. But yeah, so that's starting to go by the wayside. And like you say, the inheritance tax thing, they're starting to roll back on that. There have been one or two other little things like that as well.
Yeah.
The inheritance tax. We were told that a lot of farmers were committing suicide because of the whole thing that Labour was trying to do. Now, so today Labour have said they're going to backtrack on what they were going to do. Can we now hold government officials? What would it be? Well, it's murder. I don't know, manslaughter for saying they're going to do something. Loads of farmers have committed suicide, and now they're not even going to do what they said they were going to do. Is that not now something to do with murder?
Well, I think the simple answer to that is no. There's nothing. You can't hold them accountable. Well,
I know. Yeah.
I mean, would you? Can we hold Keir Starmer accountable for the death of Peter Lynch? The guy
definitely. True.
And then committed suicide in jail for I don't know even what he did. I don't think he even put a tweet out, did he? He didn't do anything really.
He was there. He was just there. He was doing a bit of shouting, but nothing much.
He didn't even. He wasn't even swearing. He'd said, what was it? He'd said.
It was a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. He was just talking about, wasn't it? Really, that's
there was a bit of that. But the one that got him ended up getting arrested was something he'd sworn at the police or told the police they were useless in some way of something like that, something around that, and that's disgusting, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I think the only way they can be held accountable is to vote them out. Of course, we're all going to go, oh, what a laugh that is. But
you're not going to be able to vote them out. They're stopping all the voting.
Now they're talking about postponing the next general election.
Yeah.
Not just local elections,
not just local elections. Yeah, I know. I
mean, come on, really?
I posted this, and it's outrageous. Trevor Phillips is interviewing this government person, this woman with an orange scarf, and she's all wibbling and wobbling, and he's going, well, you've postponed the local elections now, and you've done this twice. What about the general election? She's, I mean, circumstances, Trevor, and I'm thinking, hey, whoa.
What was that incident that happened in France where the nobility all got their heads chopped off? What was that time called?
As a French
yeah.
I reckon the same thing's going to happen here soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yep. So in East Anglia, there's going to be no elections for the second year running, no council elections, and I believe so in Surrey as well.
That's right. Yep.
They are so scared. They are shitting themselves. They really are. They know how bad things are for them. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah. And wandering around the town centre of this little town of Ipswich, I look at the flags fluttering above the town hall. I see a St George flag, nice. A Union Jack, a Ukrainian flag, and then I'm looking up and I see what is that? What the hell is that? It's the UN flag. They're flying a UN flag over a local council town hall. And it shows where their allegiance lies, I think, eh?
Of course. Well, the Ukrainian flag should be enough to tell you that.
Well, it should be enough. Yeah, I know.
Excuse me.
So a number of councillors are flying UN flags. I checked it out. I thought, really? I got a shot from Newbury Council in Berkshire, isn't that Newbury? I think. Yeah.
The UN flag, is that the like the pale blue one with the flat Earth depiction on it?
Yeah,
flat Earth map.
That's the one. Yeah, Mappa Mundi. That's the one. Yeah. So charming.
And the main thing in the news really is the whole Epstein fallout, which it's crazy in its own way that there's so many. I mean, this has been going on for so long now. I don't know what side's doing what games are getting played, but none of this is right. None of it is. Well, it's all just none of it's right, is it? It's all crazy.
I've no idea what's going on with that at all now. I'm just so confused about everything to do with that.
I see they've released, apparently they've released the missing 4 minutes or whatever it is of Jeffrey Epstein killing himself I might have to blank that word out, you're not allowed to say that, in his cell.
Wasn't that a reconstruction? Wasn't that a reconstruction? I
was right. Okay, I don't know what I'd seen because I was going to say they said the cameras weren't working, so how can you have now a camera thingy of it? But and also some of the pictures they've put out. There's one of Michael Jackson, and then you've got loads of sort of redacted heads, so it looks like he's with loads of children, but it's a picture of him with his own children. So why are they redacting that to make us think that it's a picture of him being bad with some children? You know,
I know. I noticed that. I know.
There seems to be loads of that going on. You know, a lot of misdirection, and all of this. It's just, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's just I've not really paid any attention to it, to be honest with you. I just think it's all just turned into a big circus now, isn't it?
When I look at the BBC, it's all over the BBC, and that makes me very, very suspicious. Why would the state mouthpiece of the Starmer regime, why would they be putting this out? Why are they doing this? What's the idea? Are they going for people like Trump? Is it because Trump's?
I would think. I would think that it's been there's a lot of false information in there, which has been set up to create a narrative which aligns with the narrative of the likes of the BBC and all of that lot.
Yeah,
which is why now they're getting behind it, because they didn't touch it for years, did they?
No, it was a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. So I think it's all been manipulated to create a false narrative.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. What is the narrative though? What are they saying?
Get Trump.
Get Trump.
That's Trump. What it all boils down to, doesn't it?
Yeah, because Trump went there, but loads of people went there. It doesn't mean they necessarily.
But he didn't.
He didn't. No. Oh, really?
No. He's never been on there, and there's no proof that he's ever been on the plane to there. He has been on Jeffrey Epstein's flight apparently 3 times, but none of them were to the island.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, as I say, I think they've already. If they'd found him on anything to do with the island, they would have already told us because they want him out.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That Russian prostitute thing was absurd, wasn't it?
Yeah. Probably the most obscure thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I take it you mean the Russian prostitutes urinating on the bed?
Yeah.
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 Well, that was the whole Russia thing, wasn't it? Which has been completely debunked now. All of that that's been put to bed, I think, for the most part.
And has anyone noticed a chorus, a hideous chorus of blood sacrifice? You've got to be prepared to sacrifice your children in war against Russia, says Germany, who is also this country. She is she's bringing in national service for conscription. Yeah, Germany.
Yeah.
Then we have the French with Macron and his husband and the general going on about we're going to have to sacrifice children, and then the Brits come up The British government. Oh, yeah. We're gonna. It's gonna be a war with Russia, and you got to. So what the hell?
Are they actually using that word? Are they saying sacrificing children?
Yeah. One of them did say that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, that couldn't be more satanistic. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So is this the end game? Is this how they think they'll get? Obviously, to disguise their mafia criminality. Are they gonna drag us into a war?
They're gonna try. They're gonna try.
They're gonna try. Yeah.
And they are trying. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
As we've always said, if you're a caged animal, you don't just suddenly lay down and give up. You fight to the end. And the kinds of people we're talking about are the kinds of scumbags that will destroy the world to cover their filth.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact they're pushing it now does say something as well. The fact that they feel they need to do this now, which means they're running out of options. They don't have the control that they used to have. They're losing control.
Indeed, it's all gone very, very wrong for them. They thought that Russia would cave in, which is a really stupid, moronic thing to think in the first place. They thought they could get their hands on minerals, on earth minerals, on the riches of Russia. They could get into Ukraine as well. And it's all going very, very badly. On the one hand, they're flailing around. On the one hand, they're saying, "Oh, Putin, he's going to invade Europe," as if obviously a part of the landmass of Europe is Russia. He's going to invade Russia. What they mean, Europe. What they mean is the EU. And then, they're losing in Ukraine. They're losing, so they're going to invade Russia, or they're losing, or what's going on? They're coming up with absolutely contradictory nonsense, as they always do, but it's even worse now.
Yeah, I mean, as we and many other people have pointed out before, if Putin wanted to take over Ukraine, he would have done that. Or if that is what he wanted, he's spent several years and not managed to do it. So either way, that seems like to try and come out and say that he's thinking of doing the rest of Europe as well is just preposterous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it also makes me think that his intentions in Ukraine are not what we're being told that they were. He doesn't want to take over the whole of Ukraine. He went in there for maybe 2-3 specific reasons. And one of them was not to conquer the whole of Ukraine and take it over and make it part of Russia again.
Yeah, there are 3 specific reasons. Number one, to protect the Russian speakers from the ethnic cleansing, which started in 2014 with slaughter and burning of the trade union place, and gradually, but by the time of the invasion, also denazifying the Ukrainian force. So there's a heavy fascist, actual Nazi element in Ukraine, in the Ukrainian army, with various battalions, open displaying old school Nazi symbols, runic symbols, swastikas, etc., Sonderrad, etc. And the other one is that because Russia needs Ukraine to be neutral. If they declare the neutrality, I think a lot of this would wind down. If Ukraine says, "Well, yeah," but they want to be a part of NATO, the war machine called NATO. Well, would anyone allow that? America didn't allow that when the Soviets started putting missiles on Cuba, did they?
I don't think the importance of. I don't think I don't think we appreciate the importance of Hillary Clinton losing the election to Trump enough. I think, in the bigger plan, she was meant to win that election, and she was going to usher in the Third World War, which would have been America versus Russia. China would have joined in, or the BRICS countries would have joined in, and it would have been I guess in a way that was their B move to the vaccine, or it was part of the vaccine as well. This concept that they wanted to bring the world's population from 7 million down to 500 million. This concept that they wanted full control of us, and I think, I just think that whatever happened with Trump, whoever Trump is, whatever's going on, it can't be underestimated. I think we would already be. I certainly would already be dead by now if Hillary Clinton had won. I think we'd be in the absolute midst of a World War III.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. I mean, 7 billion, 7 billion, 7 billion. Yeah.
What did I say? Sorry.
A million, but you're right.
Yeah, no, sorry.
You're all right. You're good. I think it's actually. I do think the official figure is 8 billion. I think now. Is it world population? I don't know.
Who can tell, really? I mean, who's
I've often said that. I think I shared this with Bronze at one point, that there was this map or thing where they were showing us the real sizes of each country, and that how they've lied about the size of countries for decades and decades to try and give themselves more power and stuff like that. And it's the same with populations. You could never really know if there's 70 million people in England. It's such a vast number, and now we're talking billions and trillions. When you get to that stage, there's no, we can't conceive that kind of volume at all. So it's very hard to understand if there's 8 billion on the planet or just 500 million. I mean, I wouldn't ever know. I wouldn't know.
I haven't got a clue. I can't even estimate. Well, let's face it, the police can't even estimate a protest crowd like the Freedom March. or I couldn't even look at a group of people and say, "Oh, that's 1,000." I mean, I can cope with a few hundred. I think, "Oh yeah, that's that," but a billion is inconceivable to me. I've got no idea what that looks like.
Yeah,
and also that apparently the food supply, the supermarkets plan for a lot more than. How many millions here now? Is it 70 million?
Yeah,
I don't know.
More than that. I'm sure it's much more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's much more than that. Yeah. So the supermarkets are planning for much more, and the utilities companies. So clearly it's more than. I mean, look at the census, for example. I don't do the census, so that's me. No. Only one person, but how many people don't?
Yeah, I don't do it. Yeah, you're right, and I know people that don't do it. So, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if it's as high as one in 20 people don't do it.
Yeah, I've no idea. No. It's like the weather. They say apparently it's the hottest year. This year is going to be the hottest year on record.
They say it every damn year.
It's say this year, do you mean 2025 or do you mean next year?
Yeah. No, this year on record. 2025 is shaping up to be the hottest year on record.
Really?
Right.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, how do they get that figure? I haven't really looked into it, but it was a nice summer for sure. Okay. But how are they measuring this? What sort of modelling are they using? And more than that, much more than that. I'm going to sneeze again. What the hell? Excuse me. Yeah. How are they? Yes. How are they measuring this? When did the record start? I understand the record starts sometime in the 19th century, so it's not exactly very. Epoch spanning, is it? We're talking about maybe, if we're lucky, 150, 200 years of records.
Well, that's kind of part of their get out. They say it's the hottest on record for a start. So obviously that's just in the last, whatever it is, 100 or so years. But even then, we don't really believe them, like you say, Viv. We're just told things. We're just told these things, and everybody just accepts it.
Yeah, and I find it really disgusting that that people who are skeptical about climate are being called deniers. Now, deniers, that was originally a term to say Holocaust, to use against Holocaust deniers. So they're spreading this word now as a denier. What denying what? Climate deniers, as if the climate doesn't change, as if the climate isn't variable all throughout the world. Huh, dearie me, eh?
Yeah.
So next year is going to be interesting by all accounts as well. Quite a lot of things are going to happen next year, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to Russia, Ukraine, that should be sorted at some point next year.
Well, it needs to be. There's needless death and slaughter happening. Doesn't need to happen like this. You know, there's another load of a huge tranche of money being put through the Ukrainian washing machine for Western politicians to suck back. You know, there's no possible way that they're going to manage to give all this money. Where's it coming from? What the hell? They're printing money, but even so, this is a sleight of hand. It's a conjuring trick. Ukraine, we're paying for everything in Ukraine. We're paying for the absolutely everything now. What the hell is going on? What's so special about Ukraine?
Well, it's just like you say, it's a big money laundering operation, which is why they're so desperate to keep it going. And probably one of the reasons why Putin went in there as well, to cut out all that crap.
Yeah.
Progress is being made towards that, but it seems the ones who are really slowing it down are the countries like the UK, France, Germany, the usual suspects. The EU, they're the ones who seem to be trying to sabotage it every step.
Yeah, I know.
Which tells you all you need to know.
Do we think things are going to hot up in 2026? As in just the news cycle and do we, with the whole Q thing and stuff, do we think any reveals are going to come? I thought 2025 was going to be, in the Q world, I thought that was going to be a time for reveals of things and stuff.
Well, one very important thing happening next year towards the end is going to be the US midterm elections as well.
Yeah. I'm popping out. I've got to miss and check that soup, actually. Hang on. Carry on as you were, gents.
What's their midterms? What's it? I know what it is. It's the midterm of the president. But does anything change? Does anything happen?
Well, yeah. I mean, traditionally, the party or the president in power don't do very well in the midterms. Usually, the opposition gain more power, which means they may gain. If they didn't have control of the Congress or the Senate, they may lose one or both of those in the midterms.
So it's like our MP. It's like our local elections.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, to a certain extent.
Right. Okay. Got you. So
I mean,
things
it's very important because it could really hamstring the Trump administration if they lose control of the House or the Senate, because they have slim majorities in both.
I gotcha. Right.
So if it doesn't go well for them, then the next 2 years of his presidency, he's not really going to be able to get very much done because he won't have the votes to get things passed.
Right.
So I think it's really important that he sorts out the whole the election problems they've had in the US. All of the voting machines and the voter rolls and all of that stuff. All of that fraud which has been going on in their elections. That really needs to be sorted out.
What was it? Dominion. I think the case. A lot of the cases on Dominion had actually worked in Trump's favor. They've already been sort of done and dusted. Am I right in saying
just that? I think it's more than just that. I mean, getting rid of all the illegals as well, which is doing is part of that because it stops them being counted as voters, which was a big part of it as well. Which is why the Democrats are fighting tooth and nail to stop ICE and stop all this, because they know they're losing a lot of their voters.
Yes, yeah.
Even though legally they're not allowed to vote, but just the fact that they could be registered to vote is all they need. Whether they vote or not doesn't really make any difference. Just being registered to vote, they can use those to falsify the results.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of work to be done there. I don't know. Next year, I mean, we might start seeing more arrests, hopefully, or some arrests, or something really, really tangible, which makes a difference. I would hope. Starmer's going to be gone next year. I think that's safe to say. At some point next year, he will be gone.
Didn't we say this time last year, though?
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, I think that's a safe bet to say that. The vultures are circling already around him. The vultures of his own party. So in the next 12 months, there'll probably be someone even worse than him leading the Labour Party in the country.
Well, I see a lot of people are reckoning it's going to be Angela Rayner, which will be hilarious. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just the whole thing about, I mean, politicians, right? If they're found guilty of breaking the law, they should never ever be able to run for public office again. I think that that should be it. That should be it. You're done.
Isn't sorry, Karen.
No, that's all right. Go on, Viv.
I was going to say, as an aside, isn't the definition of a politician is a criminal?
Well, it is an arm.
Yeah.
You're splitting hairs, Viv.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But yes, they are criminals. Yeah, it's a criminal enterprise, but it's above the law, apparently, above the law that the rest of us plebs have to suffer under.
Yeah, certainly.
So, Viv, is it time for Viv's bookshelf?
Yeah.
What have you been reading for the last 3 weeks we haven't spoken about?
Oh, crikey, yeah, blimey. I finished all the Suffolk ghost stories and the folks' tales and all that, and various local books. I'm about to start, which I've never read. It's quite an old book now. David Graeber's book, Bullshit Jobs. How unnecessary jobs have kind of entered the job market. Stupid jobs, you know, ridiculous jobs. A bit like the one I do, really. You know.
I was looking out the window this afternoon at one of those very jobs, and I was looking out at a leaf blower, and I was just watching while I was having a cigarette, thinking to myself, what an absolutely ridiculous job. This guy, poor guy, comes out, it's raining, he's got this thing on his back that makes a horrible noise, so he has to wear ear defenders, and he's doing what nature already does, blowing leaves, and then as soon as he'd gone, the leaves blew back to where they were, and I was like, oh dear.
Yeah, what is the point? Just moving them around.
We got people, we got homeless people, but we're a country that is so affluent that we can have people blowing leaves. I mean,
yeah, and even now we've had a lot of rain here, and these things are out, and I'm thinking, well, these leaves are sodden. What do you expect to do with them? Why don't you bloody just scrape them up like I do in the place I live? I'm going to be doing that in February. Eventually, when all the leaves fall, I'll go out on those steps, you know, the steps, and clean the steps. No other. I was going to say a bad word, and I won't. No. See you next Tuesday. Actually, does that except me? You know.
Yeah. Well, that is a safety thing, isn't it? Because those, you know, they're quite steep, those steps, and they can be very slippery. I would imagine
they are. Damn right. So that's why I do it. No, but as I say, no one else is going to do it, are they?
Oh, blimey, those steps, they'd be an absolute death trap, wouldn't they, if they were? Yeah, blimey.
Well, they are. They're completely covered in sodden, you know, leaves.
Yeah. Oh, that must be fun when it's iced over.
So have you actually started reading that book, Viv, or is it one that's...
Bullshit Jobs? Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in Graeber. I don't know. He died. Some say he died in mysterious circumstances. Graeber is the person. He was behind the. He's on the left. He was behind the protests at Davos and the World Economic Forum. He's anti-globalist, He's one of those old school lefts who disappeared with the rise of identity politics. A few people I know him or have met him. And he's an interesting character. God knows what he thought of COVID. He died before COVID. Some say again, as I said, in mysterious circumstances. But yeah, I only got it today, so I've just been reading a little bit of it, and it's just detailing the most ridiculous jobs now.
Yeah, I'm quite curious to see what jobs he has in there, which he describes as bullshit jobs.
Yeah,
it could be quite entertaining.
It's apparently very funny. Yeah. So there's that. I am thinking for Christmas. I've also got Lao Tzu's The Art of War, which I was given as a Christmas present, actually, in Secret Santa.
Oh, nice.
From my workmates, which was quite amazing. So The Art of War, it's not a surprisingly small book. It's an old translation, but it's surprisingly small. But already I'm reading stuff thinking, yeah, this is an important book. You know.
I've browsed through that. Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say The Art of War. It's probably just got one page in it. You open it up and it just says "win."
No, it's got tactics.
No, it's actually a very
I know. I'm joking.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I know. It's just Viv said it's a very small book. I just
with one page.
It's very much like The Art of the Deal. It's being able to defeat your enemy without. It's actually about defeating your enemy without using a sword. It's the psychology behind The Art of War. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, and a book I've never read. I'm thinking, should I start it this Christmas? It's a huge book, but it's Lord of the Rings. I've never read it, and I'm thinking,
Oh, Viv, you got to read Lord of the Rings. My goodness.
I
can't believe you've never read that. The Lord of the Books has never read the Lord of the Rings.
I know.
Yeah. Are you into fantasy? Is fantasy your? Do you have a place for fantasy? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that definitely surprises me that you haven't read that book. That must be the king of fantasy books.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you got to read it just because of the fact of what it is. You know, it's Lord of the Rings.
I know. I mean, when I look at the, all the book lists, you got to read this, and the books are classic books. I'm thinking, read it like a frog, read it, and then I get to Lord of the Rings. Oh, not read it. So, maybe I'll just hunker down over Christmas and start reading it.
Yeah, do Viv, do it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I think I will. Yeah.
I'll be really interested to know what you think of that. That's been a long term. Even as a dyslexic, it's a long-term story favourite of mine. It's got everything fantasy could want.
Have you seen the films?
Yeah, I'm very much like the films.
Yeah, Viv, have you seen the films?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, read the book before you see the films for sure.
Of course, I always try to do that. Yeah.
But even the films are a great escape. They're so gorgeously done.
Oh, the films are really good. Yeah. But I mean, there's quite a lot that gets left. Well, there are a whole section. There's a whole section of Lord of the Rings which he didn't put in the films, and understandably so, because it's really kind of got nothing to do with the story at all. That's the whole thing with Tom Bombadil.
I was just going to say the other wizards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by that. Actually, I'm interested in reading that. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? I've read a lot. I've even drunk in the pub where Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, etc., where they drank in Oxford, called it's called the Bird and Baby. It's not called the Bird and Baby, but that's what they called it, the Eagle and Child. Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
All right.
But no, I've got to read it, haven't I? Got to read it.
I can't. I read it when I was younger. I can't remember how long it took me. But I should imagine. I mean, it is a fair sized book, but I doubt it will take you that long, Viv.
No, well, I got through War and Peace in a week, but that was constant bloody reading in Spain with a with a carton of cigarettes and bottles of Carver. I'm just lying on the sofa reading it. Like, whoa, it's an amazing book, but it's difficult. It's a difficult book because of the Russian names. The hell, what are these Ruskies up about? You know, one day they called Prince something, and then the next day they called Mishka, and then their names change. You have to keep up with all these different names.
Well, I think you're on that count. You'll probably find Lord of the Rings easier. I mean, if it grabs you, then it will just take you along with it. You know, once you get into it, it'll be you'll just be going through it. You know,
that's what I'm hoping. I think that's the case. I've got to make a start.
I love how our chats come into with what's going on. My friend was saying how she loves getting into a book and how she actually enjoys reading a book, and she was saying because I don't read and how I could never really get to the point where I'd feel like excited about reading a book. But listening to you there, where you were saying how you were in Spain, you've got I can imagine it. You've got all your wine, you've got your cigarettes, and you've just got a book, and even the way you say it, you enjoy reading a book, and I love this idea of everyone who reads books. I love that you guys and girls get enjoyment over reading, and I've never been able to. It's always frustrated me, or I've got angry or something. But I love that. I get it from films. It's not a problem, but yeah,
it's a similar thing. It's like, you know, you hear the term about, you know, you can't put it down. You read a book that you really enjoy and you can't put it down. It's really like that. I used to read books that I enjoyed so much that I was afraid if I stopped reading and put it down, I would miss something. You know, it gave me that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You know? I was going to miss it if I put it down. No, it's going to happen without me.
Now I'm visioning you as Atreus in what is it? Never-ending Story, where he realizes he's in control of the story. You know, he is the story maker, as it were. Yeah, I love that. I love the romanticistic kind of way of that. Yeah,
and I just think whole stories, tales, and they don't have to be books. They could be spoken word. I mean, you know, gathering around the fireside, telling tales. That's why I've just so enjoyed all the old Suffolk folk tales and ghost stories. I can imagine those old boys in pubs of a night. The ghosts are trying to get in, the wind is blowing, and they're reading stories, drinking ale. Have you heard this, boy? I tell you about that. You know, that grave.
That's all we're doing. You know, we're just telling stories to each other. Yeah, some of them are factual, some of them are, but I suppose that's what comes from being a dominant species that uses communication, is that communication then becomes, you know, communication means is it not storytelling anyway?
Yeah, certainly is. I mean, how much truth do we really say? Don't we always try to make ourselves feel better about ourselves and boast a bit, you know? And that's just a natural human thing. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I mean, no. I think we should be humble as well with this and not be full of pride, because pride is probably the worst of the deadly sins. But even so, you know, humans, we're a funny bunch, aren't we? And we have to forgive ourselves. We can't be too hard on ourselves, I think. You know, we create narratives of our own life to make sense of a senseless world.
So true. Yeah, so true. True dat. Yeah.
So that's the bookshelf, but bloody hell, I must stop buying books, you know. I'm just like a jackdaw. Ooh, shiny. Like. I'll have that. So David Graeber, maybe I'll read Graeber's book. It looks like a quick read. Go on to Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I feel Christmassy, I tell you. You know,
do read Lord of the Rings. I can't.
Yeah,
you know, stress that enough. If you've never read it, you've got to.
I know. I know you'd stop talking to me if I don't. So I'm going to do that.
I'd just be interested to get your take on it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's a big gap for me.
It is very. One thing I found was because I read The Hobbit first, and The Hobbit is a kid's story, and it's written for kids. The style of it, it's very, you know, written for children all the way through, and that's fine. That's what it is. It's still a great little story. And when you get onto Lord of the Rings, it starts off in the same way. it starts off in that same kind of being written for children, but as it gets deeper into the story, the writing style really changes, and you get really into the middle of the book, and it's really like the writing style has completely changed. It's not for kids anymore at all.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I did read The Hobbit when I was a kid. We read it at school, so yeah.
What about have you done the Harry Potter stuff?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't done Harry Potter either. No,
that's another great fantasy. I'd recommend that, because that's another great fantasy story.
They're not very well written, I've got to say, the Harry Potter
books.
Are
they not?
Right. Great ideas, really good ideas. They're very, very much the type of ideas that you kind of think, oh wow, I could have thought of that. And it's kind of like she really tapped into something kind of like a universal sort of subconscious thing. And it seems so obvious. The ideas that she comes up with seem so obvious, and you kind of realize, well, nobody's ever really kind of, written it like that. But I was bought the books years back for a present, and I read them, and they were kind of a bit clunky, to be honest with you. Not great. Not a great writer. Great ideas, great stories, but
yeah, I've heard that as well. But I don't mind badly written books in that sense. If the story carries you along. I mean, Philip K. Dick, I loved his writing, his books, but his writing is a bit, because I think he was paid 1 cent per word to write the science fiction books he wrote. And so he knocked them out. And he used to he had a writing cabin, and he'd go up there and he'd take amphetamines, and he'd be just writing it solid for days, churning out these books, because he made his living from it. People think writing is poncy, but writing is hard work, written by hard men and women.
I found Philip K. Yeah, sorry, Viv, gone. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say Philip K. Dick. I found his books quite hard to read. Once again, great ideas, but actually reading his books sometimes is just a bit of a slog.
They're a bit clunky, aren't they? But I mean, that's why so many filmmakers have used Philip K. Dick's books. There's loads now. I mean, Blade Runner is one of his books.
Minority Report was another one.
Minority Report. There's so many.
What was that one with Schwarzenegger, the Mars one?
Total Recall.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they're all based on Philip K. Dick stories.
Yeah.
There's loads now. There's loads. They even made the one. There was a series, Man in the High Castle, which imagines America, the Nazi Germany is one, and Japan is administering America.
All right.
That was Netflix or one of those. I don't know. One of those massive.
They probably
series.
Yeah, they probably.
People said it was all right. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Oh well, it sounds like you're going to have an interesting Christmas reading Lord of the Rings. Nice.
Yeah, well, it looks like it. Yeah, I mean, I got it out today, and I thought, come on, Viv, come on, mate.
Oh, you've actually got it. Have you got the book?
Oh yeah, I got the book.
The trilogy or just the first one?
The trilogy, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Good. It's a massive old doorstopper, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I'll give it a go. Why not?
Before you came on, I was just saying about very briefly a film that I watched at the weekend that I thought both of you might be interested in. It's called Now You See Me. Have you heard of that at all?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, without giving it too much away, about a bunch of magicians that try and get some money out of people by using magic, as in illusion, misdirection, mind reading, and all that. And it's based. It's not a fantasy. It's based on obviously very liberally, but based on real life. But yeah, some of the concepts they use, I just thought, as a conspiratorial type person, it's really cool. And the bad group are kind of, well, whatever they're called in the film, they're basically the Illuminati, and it's very. It's one of those films again where there's a lot of stuff that's, you think to yourself, yeah, that's probably true actually. But yeah, great film. If you find that about some magicians, I think you'd really enjoy it. Yeah, great film.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
It's great to use that sort of misdirection to con rich people out of it, and as you're watching the film, you find yourself squinting and sort of concentrating on the film because you're trying to see where they're misdirecting. You know?
Have you seen? Yeah, that's led me to think. Have you seen that film, The Prestige, with Christopher Nolan, directed? It's got Tesla. Tesla.
Yeah. Great film.
Yeah, weird, isn't it? Weird. The one I'm looking out for as well is called Begonia.
Begonia? No, haven't heard of that one.
It's a new film, and it's basically two conspiracy theorists, right? And they kidnap this chief executive officer of a large corporation because they have become convinced through their conspiracy reading that she's actually an extraterrestrial. So they kidnap her.
Right.
But it's apparently a sort of comedy drama. It's the same person who did this film called Dogtooth, which is very weird.
That one either.
Dogtooth is about it's in Greek. It's a mental film. It's about a family whose dad keeps them locked up in a compound because he says everything outside is danger. You mustn't go outside. So kind of he's well into these kind of not necessarily debunking conspiracy theories, but yeah, Begonia it's called. It's only just come out.
Right.
So there we go. And we're getting on to the end of
the end.
I can't believe, honestly, it's really flown by tonight.
I know.
We spent an hour talking about food.
I know, and then another hour talking about I don't know.
I'm shocked at how we can just rabbit on about. It's nice. It's not like it's. I enjoy the talk, but yeah, God, we can talk the hind legs off a donkey.
Yeah,
it's like a virtual pub. You know, we're just sitting down in a pub, just talking whatever.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
There you go, eh? Well, that's what you got to do in life. It's better to talk than stare at a screen every day with virtual talk, and you know, so many screen zombies. I call them ghosts, walking along in the dark, and their faces illuminated by the screen that they're looking at. And what are they looking at? I don't know. Who knows?
It's just shocking. It's just shocking. You go out and everyone's just walking around glued to their phones. The amount of people, just whether they're standing or even people walking along the street, just looking at their phones, not looking where they're going, not aware of their surroundings, and everybody's doing it. It's just it's like they're hypnotized or something.
Well, they are hypnotized. It's hypnotic and it's addictive. I mean, when we used to meet up at the you went there the first time we'd stand when we met in that park up in Ipswich. There's a group of people and they're adults as well, and they go around and they meet every Sunday and they play this game. It's called the Pikachu game, and on their phone it's got what's the term reality it's a hyper reality. So they look at their phones, but there's that Pikachu creature, the Japanese thing, the yellow creature.
Oh yeah. Pokego.
And they have to find him. Pokemon Go, it's called. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around. I'm thinking this part's pretty nice. It's been planned out, and it's got some beautiful landscapes and trees and buildings. But they're still looking at their second phone.
Yeah. I mean that Pokemon Go thing, these people, are they adults? These people?
Yes, they're adults.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sit. I don't know. That just does my head in. That does.
Well, it's mental, mate. It's mental.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever turns you on, I suppose it's better than looking in looking at death videos or pornography or something. I suppose it's at least you could say that. At least I don't know.
Well, yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if anyone's got anything else to say about Peter Sellers, or if we want to move on from that one. Oh, 4D, did you manage to watch Doctor Strangelove?
No, that's I can't find it anywhere for free to watch. I had a scan for it.
I'll try and send it to you. I've got it. I'll try and send it via one of those
That'd be brilliant.
When you send me the recordings every week, I'll see if I can send it to you via that.
Yeah, okay, that'd be brilliant actually. Yeah, because I looked everywhere. I've seen a couple of I saw the trailer and straight away I thought, yeah, that's right up my street actually. So definitely going to be watching that. So yeah, cheers. That'd be cool.
All right, yeah. So if we're done with Peter Sellers, whose turn is it next? Is it 4D? It's you to go next.
Yeah.
Was it my turn? Is it?
Yeah, it's your turn, man. Yes.
Oh, mate. Okay. I will ponder on that one and let you know. Then, yeah, definitely.
All right. Cool.
And so what had we decided we were going to do? Are we going to leave it until the Thursday after New Year?
Well, I think we're going to play it by ear again and just see how things shape up. Maybe get in touch in the coming week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably best to leave it to the new year because I just don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, let's keep it up in the air, I guess. Yeah. Because I want to get. I fancy getting a bit busy this Christmas, going out visiting people. I've realised I've just, I've had a few occasions in my life, right, when I've had good friends who I've neglected. Okay, and that's one of the reasons I took my mates out on Saturday for a meal. Because if you don't keep in touch with people, things go funny. Like I remember my mate Robin, he used to work in Singapore. He came back to Ipswich. He moved over near, quite near Felixstowe. And then I get an email and he said, "Oh, you must come and visit, mate. You must come and visit." And I'm thinking, yeah, that'll be great. I'll get the train from London where I was living then. And then I get this email from his wife saying he's just died of a heart attack.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
And I just thought, shit. And another person, very, very similar, again, similar circumstances, died of cancer. And I thought, so we just don't know, especially as we're getting older. We have to keep in contact with our friends, our colleagues, etc. And not just think, oh, we'll meet up some other time, because that some other time may not happen.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, good call.
On that somber note, but it's also positive, isn't it? It's maintaining and friendships and
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm bad at that, so you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Bruns?
So no, I said just don't take people for granted. Don't take these relationships for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
I can still remember what my grandfather said to me right before he kicked the bucket. He said,
Yeah.
"How far do you think I can kick this bucket?"
Great transition. Great transition.
Yeah. Well, it's Christmas, so it's Christmas, isn't it, people? So I don't know. Why are Christmas trees so fond of the past? Have you noticed that?
No, but why are they so fond of the past?
Because the present's beneath them.
Ah.
Oh. Haha.
4D.
What did one?
I'm quickly looking for one.
Viv's on the roll. He's got another one. Go on, Viv.
What did the depressed Christmas tree? What did the happy Christmas tree say to the depressed Christmas tree?
Don't know.
Lighten up, mate.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Mary.
Mary who?
Merry Christmas.
Oh.
I walked into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, mate. Yeah.
It's like we're opening the crackers at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
For anyone else in the world, we have this thing. Do Americans have this? They're Christmas crackers. These things, they snap. They make an explosive noise. Inside, you've got ridiculous small presents, and you get a joke. Now, who writes these jokes? I don't know, but the worst jokes in the world.
They are the worst of the worst dad jokes, basically.
Yeah, they are.
When we started doing these dad jokes, I always used to call them Christmas cracker jokes because they are.
That's it. Yeah, they are.
That's
they
it.
Are.
Yeah. Is it only us? Is it only the Brits that do that? It does sound like an eccentric Brit
that's
thing.
an interesting thing. Yeah, I wondered that. Yeah, I mean, we normally have them when we have Christmas dinner. We have a Christmas cracker next, in front of each person at their place, their place at the table, and you just turn to the person next to them, and you pull them, and it always snaps with one half larger than the other, and so the one who gets the larger half gets what's inside, some really crappy little cheap toy. And like you say, Viv, a really bad joke, and a party hat as well.
Yeah, and a party hat. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just looking at Wikipedia, which isn't really a great place to look, but here we go. Christmas crackers are festive table decorations that make a snapping noise when pulled open, and usually contain a small gift, paper hat, and a joke. Now, they are part of Christmas celebrations in the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Commonwealth countries like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and South Africa. So, I don't think the Americans would have these.
Oh, so it is just interesting.
Yeah, does seem to be so. It was started by Tom Smith of London, and he invented them in 1847. And he used to sell bonbon sweets, which he sold in the twisted paper, which was the origin, again, Tom Smith, he's an unknown, isn't he? Which was the origin of the traditional twisted sweet wrapper. So his sales of his bonbons slumped, and he came up with new ideas. His first tactic was to insert love messages in wrappers of the sweets. And then he added a crackle. After hearing the crackle of a log, he put on the fire, and then it had to be increased, and it became the Christmas cracker.
Wow. All right.
I think that's a bit of a dying tradition, isn't it? Christmas crackers.
I don't know. We got them in the pub with the stand.
Really? Okay.
With the stand, we all got crackers.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I was pulling mine with Izzy, and he kept on getting the present bit. I said, "Izzy, mate, excuse me, but you only need one hat, fella." It's cracking up, Christmas crackering up. But yeah, we have them. We still have them. I love them, actually.
Yeah, I do. It's again, it's a tradition. It's just part of the eccentricness of being British, I guess.
Yeah.
Who else gets a paper crown, puts it on their head, and then eats a meal? We are mental people.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's eccentricity, isn't it? The British do have a very particular sense of eccentricity, I think.
We do. I love it, actually. I love it.
Yeah.
But eccentrics you can't force yourself to be an eccentric. You become an eccentric, or you are one. But it's like in the you can't force it. You can't force it.
Yeah. How did Mary and Joseph know that Jesus was born 7 pounds and 6 ounces?
Don't know.
Oh, no.
They
had a weigh in a manger.
Why did Jesus never shut doors?
Oh, don't know.
He was born in a barn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. To explain that joke, it's a British joke. Said, "Shut the door, mate. You born in a barn?"
Yeah. Well, you born in a barn. So anytime anyone says that to you, "Oh, shut the door. You born in the barn?" You just say, "Hey, Jesus was born in the barn. Don't knock it."
Yeah, that's right.
I made up a new word today. It's called plagiarism.
Oh. And
never mind.
Is that the joke?
That is the joke.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I finally got that. Yeah, plagiarism, which means nicking some words from other people. Okay.
Well, I visited a fortune teller, and she told me she could see huge heartbreak for me in 12 years' time. So to cheer myself up, I went and bought a dog.
Oh, oh,
Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
that is good. Oh, sad but true and amusing as well.
What did Adam say the day before Christmas?
Go on.
It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, that is a Christmas cracker joke.
Yeah,
These last three were, yeah, they all were.
What's the difference between outlaws and in-laws?
Go on.
Outlaws are wanted.
Go on.
Outlaws are wanted.
Oh.
I drew Mark Hamill on my wife's forehead while she was asleep. You should have seen the look on her face.
Why didn't the turkey cross the road?
No idea.
Because he wasn't a chicken.
That was an obvious one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is flu season. And I think, this morning I coughed up a pawn, a bishop, and a rook. I think I've got a chest infection. I'm expecting a rough night.
A rough night. Oh, yeah, a rough night. Yeah. Why did no one bid for Rudolph and Blitzen on eBay?
Don't know.
Well, because they were too dear.
Yes.
What do you call a herd of sheep falling down a hill?
No, don't know.
A landslide.
Yes, these Christmas cracker jokes are so obvious, aren't they? When you tell the answer, but you're puzzling about it because they're. What happened to the man who stole an advent calendar?
Oh,
he got 25 days.
Yes, perfect.
Is it 25 days or is it 12 days?
25 days.
25. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's Advent, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah, you've obviously failed to understand what an Advent calendar is if you think it's 12 days.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking of the 12 days of Christmas. Yeah. So,
but Advent in the Christmas calendar is 25 days.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know. Now I'm sure.
Why was the Advent calendar afraid though?
Don't know.
Its days were numbered.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dear. It's going from bad to worse, isn't it?
Why don't you ever... My last one is, why don't you ever see Santa in hospital?
Don't know.
Because he's in good health?
He has private health care, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because he doesn't trust the NHS.
Well, yeah, but who does these days?
If you have 3 watermelons in one hand and 5 pineapples in the other, what do you have?
A cocktail. I don't know.
Very large hands, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Have we punished our listeners enough? Have we driven them away enough?
Yeah, I think that's enough torment for people now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all that remains is to wish everyone a very happy, peaceful Christmas.
Yep.
Whatever you're doing, just have a good time.
Yeah. And be good people.
As I always put at the end, love, life, and light to everyone. That's my kind of little saying that I like to say to people. So yeah, but Merry Christmas and all that.
Indeed, Merry Christmas and be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught.
Exactly. Well said. All right, gentlemen, have an absolutely great one, and we'll speak to each other in the coming week. And yeah, have a great one.
Yeah. Indeed. Happy Christmas. And adios and goodbye.